Hey, you're watching Phone Arena's in-depth video review of the Pantech Link, the latest text messaging device out of Pantech's camp. We recently got to review the Pantech Reveal and also the Impact not too long ago, both being great text messaging devices for Pantech. But the Lynx builds upon some of the successes we've seen on the Pantech Slate, which released well over a year and a half ago. That device was a very basic portrait QWERTY device, but we'll see if the Link has what it takes to actually be a decent offering as well. Now, one of the first things to catch our eyes with the Pantech Link is its interesting and more modern looking design. It kind of reminds us of the Nokia E71 from a glance. Now, it's completely constructed out of plastic, but it gives off a really solid finish to it, and we feel like it's very durable in the hand. We like the fact that they accented well with this metallic finish that outlines the border, and on the rear they have this patterned rubberized material, which does a great job for giving you a good grip in the hand. As we said, it's made of plastic, so it gives a very lightweight feel in the hand. You don't even notice it at all. At the same time, it's very sleek, very thin, so it's a great device. It's not too big at all. Now, the first thing that we're agreed to when we power it on is the 2.4-inch QVGA display that has support for up to 262,000 colors. Although text were really easy to make out, colors were a little bit on the bland side and also suffered from some poor viewing angles. Right below it, you have the circular size directional pad, which is decently sized and also a really good tactile feel. Same goes to the surrounding dedicated buttons. Now, the 4-row QWERTY keyboard is kind of reminiscent of the Nokia E71. There's no spacing between, very cramped, but as you can see, they're kind of more rounded towards the middle, so they really have a distinct feel, and also has a really good button feel to it. Now, it does suffer from the same poor backlighting, so it kind of made it hard to read out even in poor lighting conditions. On the left-hand side, you have the micro SD card slot, the decently sized volume rocker. On the other, the dedicated camera button, the proprietary USB charging port, and in the back you have the 1.3 megapixel camera with self-portrait mirror, the speakerphone, and removing the back cover gives you access to the battery and also SIM card slot. Now, the interface that's running on the Pantech Link is similar to the one that we already witnessed on the Pantech Reveal and Impact. It's pretty much straightforward and simple to use. This is the main menu that we're looking at with the clock, and once you get to the main menu, there are some large size icons with some animations running. But for the most part, it's very fast, intuitive experience and barely any slowdown. And again, it's relatively simple and easy to navigate. The messaging experience is pretty much what we were expecting out of the Pantech Link. First of all, we like the fact how text messages are now viewed in threaded view, so you can read all your conversations from one spot. If you're going to be instant messaging your friends, you have your 3 clients here. You have AIM, Windows Live Messenger, and Yahoo. And finally, for the email applications, the same exact one that we see in other devices, where it has your common popular providers such as Yahoo or AOL, where you simply just put in your username and password. It'll automatically set it up. If not, you could select the other and simply ask for specific pieces of information. But overall, the messaging experience is pretty much what we were expecting out of the Pantech Link. Now, just like other phones we checked out recently, the Pantech Link offers Opera Mini as the web browser, the default one. Pages load up really quick, very speedy. At the same time, scrolling is not too of a problem. It gives you an experience similar to what you see in a desktop. You can zoom in by selecting a specific portion, and as you can see, text is optimized to fit the width of the page. The only gripe that we have about it is that whenever you want to go to a different website or type in a web address, you always have to get to the home screen to do that. But other than that, it works really well and it's quite usable. Now, when it comes to watching videos on the Pantech Link, it offers a decent experience. So right now, for example, we're loading up one from YouTube that we're streaming in high quality. So it's running, for the most part, pretty fast. There's very few instances of any lag. So it does a decent job as far as giving you a good experience for watching videos. Image quality on the Pantech Link's 1.3 megapixel camera didn't fare too well. Even in great lighting conditions outdoors, when you take a photo, it still kind of looked a little bit lackluster as far as quality. At the same time, colors were a little bit off. Even when using indoors, it just really looked muddy. So it really didn't give you an accurate portrayal of what you were taking. The Pantech Link has the ability to capture video at 320 by 240 resolution, and from the results that we got, videos looked a little bit on the pixelated side. On top of that, it had a really decent frame rate, but didn't have that great quality. When it comes down to making phone calls with the Pantech Link, we were a little bit disappointed by the experience. Well, first of all, we did notice that there was a static and also background noise on both ends of the lines, so it made it real difficult to hear our conversations. At the same time, the speaker was a little bit lacking in power, so it also contributed to that. When we switched over to the speakerphone, however, we did notice that our voices sound a little bit more hollow, and at the same time, if we set the volume to its high setting, it kind of strained a little bit. Signal strength, we didn't have any issues with the device. It managed to hold up pretty good bars and didn't have any drop calls. Finally, when it came down to battery life, we managed to get 1 day's use when we had the brightness set to its highest setting, and also use it extremely a lot for text messaging and also internet usage. We could have gotten a little bit more, but due to the slim profile and smaller battery, that's pretty much adequate for this type of device. Overall, really happy with the experience we got at the Pantech slate. We got to say that Pantech does a great job of keeping their devices look more and more modern. We like the fact that it kind of resembles a smartphone in design and looks. It's quite sleek. At the same time, it's very well rounded with its features thanks to the QWERTY keyboard. So it's a great text messaging device out there. So if you'd like to learn more about this handset or for all the latest cell phone reviews, new specs, and information, you can check us out at phonearena.com.